Welcome to Cleveland the Florist, and it's Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and we want to show you how to make a bow. I'm Lene Denson, and we're in our shop, and it's December the 14th, and this is our first Facebook Live. For the first one, we're going to show you how to make a ribbon bow. So this is a piece of wired tape, which you can usually buy at any craft store or come by Cleveland Florist. We'll be happy to give you a wire, and we put floral tape on it. This is a wired ribbon, which is our favorite. It's easier to work with on your first bow. And of course, you need a pair of scissors ready. And these are your three tools or three items that you'll have to make a bow. So the way I make a bow is very simple. I just start off with a velvet wired ribbon. I'm going to decide how big by gathering up your first loop. And say if I was going to put it on a candlestick, or if you're going to put it on a big plant, you can adjust it at this point. And all we do is go back and forth and just sort of gather it up a little bit. Don't get too stressed. It's really not that hard. And I usually use two size loops. This first one's going to be a little bit shorter. The next one will be a little bit longer. And I usually like for an average bow to be about 5 loops. So, let's see. We didn't tell anybody in the shop that we're doing this, so if somebody walks by, you'll just have to realize that it could happen. Okay. I'm gonna lose my scissors too. So just go back and forth. I do a bigger, a smaller, and then a bigger and a smaller, and I come up with about 5 loops. And I'm trying to do it pretty quick so it doesn't get too old. Okay. Then when you get closer to the end, there's 2 things you can do. Some people like to put a little loop over the top of their bow so they don't see a wire or a string or a tape. And if you want to do that, that would be now when you do that, and you put it over your thumb and just make a tiny little loop like that and catch it. And if you don't want it, you don't have to either. So I usually cut 3 tails. I start off with 1, then I catch another piece of ribbon, so I end up with 3 tails. And if you didn't understand what I just did on the last one, it's like a separate piece of ribbon, and I catch it up in there. And then I tell people all the time, you don't have to hold it real tight, but take a piece of wire and I run it up under and over my thumb, okay, just like that. And then I turn my hand around, okay, and I slip my 2 fingers over the back of the ribbon. And this way, even if you're a woman or don't have much strength, you can reach down in there together and tighten it really tight. And that'll give you a nice fluffy bow. And you can also straighten it out and just pull it to the center. And give it a little curve, straighten out each loop. And it's just that simple. Thanks for joining us on our first Facebook Live. Let us know if you like it, and please share it so we can figure out if we can do this again. See you later, and come by Cleveland Florist. Bye.